Hello everybody, what's going on? So today we are going to be talking about Hatsune episode 14, right? 14? Oh man. Okay, I struggled with this episode so much. First of all, I thought that this episode was the last episode. It wasn't. This week's episode is the last episode, so whoops. My bad, you know. But what I said last video still stands. I'm going to be doing a reaction video on Friday and, you know, summarizing my final thoughts of this season and, you know, what I think of the final couples. And to be honest, this season was pretty crazy compared to all the other seasons I've watched. And also, this is probably the most heartbreaking season for me, and I think you all know why. And I really just can't believe I have to sit through another hour of this mess that is going to occur on Thursday. But you know, we're gonna get through this together and it's gonna be great. First things first, I'm gonna talk about my love, Weedong, y'all. I cried. I'm not even gonna lie, I cried actual tears watching this episode because of this man. Like, it was like he wasn't even in it that much, but I was just, the whole time I was thinking about like when Jihyun and Inu were talking, and like Huncle and Jihyun and Huncle and Minjae, when they were all like talking and like going on their dates. All I could think about was Weedong just like sitting alone somewhere, like never being asked out on a date, and I'm just, I think I cried through the entire episode. Like something cute would happen and then I would cry some more, and then towards the end of the episode when Weedong and Anna had their talk, I was also crying during that, and it was just like a whole thing. Like, I love him so much. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't think I've ever loved a heart-signal person this much. And it's because I know that Anna is not going to pick him. Like, she just doesn't have feelings for him. And like, it's not her fault she doesn't have feelings for him. I just feel bad for him. How to explain this? Like, he's just so sweet, and he hasn't started any drama this entire season, and he's just been like helping everyone through everything. And like, he even had that one episode where he was having such a hard time and he was just like sitting alone, like rubbing his head, and I was just like, he deserves the world. Like, I don't know. And honestly, I don't feel like he had to apologize with Anna. Like, he was there for like 2 weeks. Like, him putting pressure on her was like giving her a present after a date. Like, he stopped when he realized, he was like, yeah, I don't think she feels like that strongly about it. So he didn't pursue it anymore because he knew he like felt that from her. She didn't like him. So I really don't think he needed to apologize. And like, honestly, there's nothing else she could have done to get Kangyeol's attention. Like, she asked him out twice and he basically rejected her both times. So like, it's not his fault that like the other people that Anna could have potentially gone out with didn't have any interest in her. Like, it's not his fault, and he didn't like monopolize her like really at all. Like, the first date was a coincidence that he had to pick her, and then he asked her out the second time and she said yes. Like, I really don't think he was being selfish at all. I think at first he saw her as a last hope, and then he actually got to know her and talk to her, and he really started to like her. So, and then as soon as she was like not really feeling this bro, he was just like, whatever, I'll give up and just be counseled to Jihyun, I guess, because that girl needs it. And honestly, like, no hate to Anna either, because, you know, she did what she was coming here to do, and she did try to get along with Weedong this whole time, and like, and it's not like she hates him or anything, she just doesn't feel romantic feelings towards him. And there's nothing, she did everything right. Like, she still asked out Kangyeol, and like, she threw herself out there, and like, that's really all you can do with these types of shows. And also, she was really sympathetic with Weedong on their date when he was like kind of being like, I'm sorry that this happened, and she was like, I would have hated me if I was you. She was very sympathetic towards him, and she realized that she kind of messed up a little bit, you know. I don't think she led him on, and I don't think either of them led each other on or were too forceful towards each other. It was more like making the best of a bad situation. Like, they both really don't have anyone who would be interested in them, because we have the little love square that's happening gone. I don't even think it's a square. I don't know what it is. This, like, and then we have Huncle and Minjae like doing their thing, and then who's left, you know? Like, they were kind of just the leftovers this season, and they tried to like date each other, but like it didn't work. So it's neither of their fault. I'm just very upset about it. But anyway, we can move on to the happy couple of this season, which is Minjae and Huncle. And honestly, I don't have too much to say about these two, just the fact that, you know, they are a very weird couple to me, because it was like Huncle was like with everybody this season, and Minjae was just like Huncle the whole time, like just straight for Huncle the whole time. And you know, it kind of worked. Will it work in real life? Not too sure about that, but you know, it works for the show. I really think that Huncle's gonna pick her, because like if he picks like Gon or Jihyun, like unless something miraculous happens next episode, there's really no reason for him to pick anyone but Minjae. They went on 2 dates in Jeju, and they went fine, and they were cute, and like they talked about Huncle kind of liking Gon, and like Minjae felt bad because she felt like they didn't get like a chance to like have their moment, but Huncle was like, it's chill, whatever, I don't care. And that was about it. Like, they handled that. They handled it. Also, I'm just like overall really proud of Minjae for like sticking with Huncle, but it doesn't make her look like a fool, basically, for sticking with, because the whole time she wasn't like super emotionally invested in him. She was just like had a crush on him and had a crush on him, and basically waited for him to come to her, and he did. And you know, like, good for you. Like, you got the most solid couple now of this entire season. And you know, Huncle had a hard time like picking Minjae at first. Like, he didn't really see her, you know, he didn't really. The attention getters of the season were definitely Jihyun and Gon, but you know, Huncle, you know, he got through that quickly, and then he moved on to, he gave Minjae a shot, and you know, you gotta commend him for that. And look at where they are now. So proud of these two, even if they don't become a couple after the show's over. You know, proud of them. Oh god. Now we have to talk about the problem children of the show. These 4 people: Gon, Inu, Jihyun, and Huncle. The problem children of Heart Signal Season 3. These 4 absolutely drive me insane with who they're gonna pick every week. Like, it gives me stress. It gives me a lot of stress. Partly the reason I want this season to be over. Now, I think the main overarching problem of Heart Signal is you're not allowed to directly confess to someone, and you're not really allowed to directly reject someone. So this causes a lot of issues, especially with people who can't read the room, essentially, or don't understand feelings, like the vibes that people give off. Like, you have to be emotionally intelligent to be able to play this game correctly, I guess. And so we see this kind of problem, I think, happening with Mr. Inu. Basically, I don't think he realized that Jihyun didn't have feelings for him. And also, I think Jihyun kind of confused him a little bit. I think Jihyun is a sensitive soul, and she doesn't want to really straight up reject anyone. You know, I think she would feel bad about that. And I don't think she really knew what she felt for a long time, because you have this really nice guy, Huncle, who's like really attractive and like very stupid and, you know, cute or whatever. And but then you have Inu, who he was kind of interested in but at the beginning, but you never really got to talk to him, and you never really like got to know him, but you got to know Huncle, who's the new attractive guy. So I feel like she was kind of like torn. And then like, and Inu kept asking her out, and she didn't really want to be like, stop doing that, you know, because 1, you never really know like what's gonna happen with Huncle, and 2, she doesn't want to be mean. So I think it's a combination of Inu being unable to read the room, and Jihyun being unable to straight up reject someone that caused this whole thing. I really think that this episode hopefully like gave some clear answers, because Jihyun straight up rejected Inu and said, I would have picked Kangyeol. I would not have picked you. I would have picked Kangyeol. Stop trying to ask me out. And so hopefully, and it was just, that scene was just so terrible to watch. Like him just sitting there, like, and Jihyun having to be like, sorry, I don't like you. It was really just, it was bad. And then she cried after it, and I don't really think she cried because she likes him. I think she cried because she was sad. She feels bad that she had to reject him, because they've been on dates and they've talked to people, but I feel like they never really hang out or really do anything. Like, but they've talked, I don't know, it's like a hard thing to explain. Like, I feel like they've been on dates, but they haven't really gotten to know each other at all, so I don't really understand why she likes him. But I think she likes him as a person, but doesn't like him in a romantic way, especially with Kangyeol hanging around. And I think she cried because she had to reject him, and she felt bad. And then, but then there's a whole mess with Kangyeol, and he was like, I basically like don't get why you cried, and she just, yeah. And the producers tried to make it seem like that was like a whole scary thing, but I really don't think, like, Kangyeol did say he's the jealous type, and maybe he was mad at first, but I really feel like they settled it at the end. I don't know why, I just feel that way. And yes, I know that Inu and Jihyun are going on a final date next episode, but if it's Inu asking her out, I don't think anything's gonna change. But if Jihyun asks Inu out, then I think that might signify something, like, because Jihyun's like, ooh, don't want to talk to Kangyeol anymore, hey Inu, and then Inu will be like this little puppy dog that just comes running right back, and then Gon will be left alone and will be sad. But it's really like Inu and Jihyun are the problem children, and Gon and Kangyeol are pretty straight for who they want. Kangyeol wants Jihyun and Gon wants Inu. But it really just depends on who Inu and Jihyun pick, who is going to become the final couple next episode. I don't know, I'm really scared. Let me know what you think in the comments. Alright guys, so let's talk about who I think is going to be the final couple next episode. I'm gonna do one more final prediction before we officially find out, because next episode is probably gonna be crazy. But yeah, I really believe we're gonna have 3 couples, but that's probably just the hopeless romantic in me wanting to believe that we're gonna have Jihyun Kangyeol, Inu Gon, and Minjae Huncle. Minjae Huncle is the only couple that I'm like 100% sure they are going to choose each other. But Gon, Inu, Jihyun, Kangyeol, I'm hoping that's what happens. I don't really trust that that's gonna happen. It's a weird thing. And then I think the Leedong's gonna pick Anna, but I think Anna's gonna pick Kangyeol, because this episode Anna even picked Kangyeol at the end, even though he rejected her. I'm rooting for Leedong though, you know, for the rest of his life. I'm gonna root for him, even though he's not gonna find love. It's okay, guys. Alright guys, well that is the end of this video. Don't forget to check out my video on Friday when we get to find out the final couples. It's gonna be really hard not to look on Twitter and see who it is, but I'm not gonna spoil it for myself. I'm gonna watch through the whole thing, and right when they call in each other, we'll be like, it's me, hey guys. And you know, so that's what's gonna happen. And I don't know if you understood any of that, but don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the little bell notification thingy if you know you want more videos like these. Heart signal's almost done, but I do make a lot of other videos. But yeah, I'll see you guys next video. Bye bye.